Saturn is at 29 degrees Pisces right now, and we are collectively under a spiritual accountability review before Saturn and Neptune restructure leadership in Aries. Right now, as this is being filmed on February 12th, Saturn is at the anaretic degree of Pisces, the final degree, the most critical degree. Between the 13th and 14th of February, Saturn crosses into Aries. So we are in the threshold, and Saturn at 29 degrees Pisces is applying pressure to spirituality itself. Pisces rules faith, mysticism, religion, spiritual leaders, collective devotion, the dream. Saturn rules structure, law, boundaries, ethics, accountability, and consequence. When Saturn reaches the last degree of Pisces, we develop a critical eye, not cynical, critical. We begin evaluating the structures that held our spiritual beliefs. Over the past few years, especially with public conversations around institutional corruption, elite networks, and hidden systems, we've seen that no institution is exempt from exposure. Pluto in Aquarius is shedding light on all institutions, government, religion, spiritual movements, celebrity influence, all of it. And Saturn at 29 degrees Pisces asks, were the ethics strong? Were the boundaries clear? Were these spiritual systems grounded in integrity? Or were they entangled with power, status, government systems, money, and unconscious hierarchy? This is not about attacking individuals. This is about dissolving blind perception. This is about auditing the structure of spiritual authority. Because when Saturn enters Aries, and especially as Saturn and Neptune come together in Aries, the structure of spirituality will be completely reconfigured. Neptune in Aries spiritualizes action. Saturn in Aries demands personal responsibility. This is not guru culture. This is not pedestal culture. This is not blind devotion. This is self-governance, grassroots leadership, ethics embodied at the individual level. The next wave of spiritual leadership will not be institutionally protected. It will rise from within the communities. It will not be tied to government systems. It will not be hidden behind religious hierarchy, and it will not survive without transparency. Pluto in Aquarius decentralizes power. Saturn and Neptune in Aries restructure it, and the restructuring begins within us. So before we ask who we can trust, we ask, how do I govern myself? What standards do I live by? How do I treat others? How do I relate to my environment? Where is my integrity when no one is watching? Because the leaders of this next chapter will not be appointed. They will be embodied. And Saturn at 29 degrees Pisces is closing the karmic chapter on unconscious spiritual hierarchy. Saturn and Neptune in Aries will initiate a new spiritual frontier, but it will be built on ethics, on courage, on responsibility, and on lived example. The call is not to follow. The call is to lead, starting with yourself. We've got this, soul fan. So much love.